What's going on, YouTube? It's Army Guy, 76P10. Hey, so where I've been and what's been happening. So basically, what's going on is I'm gonna start doing YouTube videos again, but it's gonna be on weight loss and in the trucking industry. What happened was with my baby, my rig. Basically, the guy lost in court. He lost 20K, and I had paid him 19.5, and I'm still trying to figure out how to get my money because he ain't given me my money, nor has he given me my equipment back. But at the same time, he's blaming it on Freightliner, saying the Freightliner actually gave him the wrong. They gave him a camshaft for 2015, and mine is a 2012. Yeah, 2012. So basically, what he's saying is he put the wrong crankshaft in, but that's an excuse because you, as a mechanic, is supposed to already know if you've been doing this for years and years and years. You're already supposed to know that 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 shaft doesn't go in there, that crankshaft doesn't go in there. But he got the money, so now he's lollygagging as usual. But he's already lost the case. I got the paperwork that shows he lost the case, and now I'm trying to figure out what the next step is to get my money. If anybody got advice on it, let me know. I've talked to him several times, and he's told me that basically he's going to close his shop. But when I went and took pictures of my rig, he had my transmission on the ground. He had the motor was complete. He said he's torn the motor down several times and rebuilt it several times, and then he's starting it from the starter. He's been overlooking the work on my truck for a very, very long time. But like I say, he lost in court by default. He came to court and the judge asked him for was he ready, and he said he was not, but it was on his phone. The judge said, "I'm not going with that. I'll keep it for 2 years." Then he says, "Well, you know this is a jury trial." He's like, "Oh, I didn't know that." So the judge gave us 30 days to correct the problem. We talked about it, nothing. When it came time to show up for court, he defaulted. So he lost. I got the paperwork for it. Anyway, um, that's neither here nor there. Since I had no other choice, I went to work for a local company. I'm not going to say their name, but I went back working local. That didn't work out because, as anybody knows, when you go, remember one thing, and I heard one of the other content creators on here talking. Remember one thing, when you go to a local company, remember you're dealing with guys that have never been over the road, that have never been through a scale, that have never hit that highway, that never have been anywhere. Such as, see, I've been everywhere. I've been doing this more. I say 35 years plus now because I stopped counting after 34. So, but when you go to these local companies, you need to understand that the guys there, as a friend of mine that worked at the company I was working at, name is Mississippi. They don't like you. They don't like you as an outsider because you didn't start at the bottom. You didn't have to shuffle the freight around or, you know, go through city BS. I'm trying to keep it. I'm trying to keep the language. How do you say? Cordial. But just remember that these guys have never been nowhere. They ain't never been outside of that yard or that terminal that they run to every day. And most of them don't want to work, especially here in Texas. Most of them don't want to work more than 8 hours. So you'll get a few that will work 8 hours. I'm not talking to you, but I'm talking to the other ones that don't want to work for more than 8 hours. Um, but I ran into that, and he told me, the guy from Mississippi, he told me straight up. He said that they don't like you because you're a real truck driver. I said, "What the hell is a real truck driver?" a driver that's been through scales, a driver that's been through the BS, the ranks and file. Um, they have not. He called them grocery store drivers. I said, grocery store drivers. I said, you mean a steering wheel holder? He's like, yeah, that's as far as they ever been, is right there, grocery store. And that's not to be negative. It's just to say they don't really have the experience that you think they should have. They may know how to back, but they really don't have that kind of experience. As in OTR, you get the experience, you get firsthand knowledge, going through the wind, going through the rain, going through the snow. Winds up in Wyoming, y'all know, up on 80. You know how it is. You know, your trailer going one way, the truck going another way, and you holding it with two hands. You use two hands then, won't you? Going up and down Donners, going up and down Cabbage, without smoking the brakes, going up and down Smoky Bear, Appalachias, going up and down the Grapevine, watching out for Smoky down there because you got to keep it at 35 without touching the brake, especially if you know how to work a 10, 13, or an 18 speed, over and unders. That's experience, you know. Like I said, I am going to start making more YouTube videos. I haven't gone anywhere, but I am fixed to go back OTR. Now, on the topic of what this is about, since I kind of got that stuff out of the way, I had to lose weight. Now, I did like a lot of you drivers out there, man, and I'm gonna give y'all some advice from a vet. Stop spending your money in the truck stops. You get free showers, use them. Stop spending your money in the truck stops. It costs you $15 to $20 per meal to eat in a truck stop. If you eating 3 meals a day, 4 meals a day, you spending $100 a day in the truck stop. Then when you get to the end of the week, you wondering why you ain't got no money. Well, I've had time to sit here and think, because I knew I could not go into this place weighing 345. Or last time I weighed it was 315, but I kept fluctuating between 315 and 345. I'm gonna tell you what my weight is. I'm not gonna hide it from you. What I had to do was some extremes, and they working for me. I went from 315 down to 276. But then I went back and I started kind of eating again, because you have to change your eating habits. You ain't got no choice. That's part of it. So I went back up to 296, I believe it was. And then I came right back down to 275, 273. And right now I'm about 272. Here shortly in a minute, I am going to drop it all the way down to 200. I have no choice. Um, all the ailments that come with it, doctors ain't gonna tell you. They're gonna just say, eat right, eat smaller portions. All the things that you used to hearing. Um, don't overeat, don't overdrink, don't listen to none of that, man. Cut down your calories, period. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like you. I love to eat, love food. Tell me nothing about no food. I eat. But the problem is, when you're constantly stuffing your face, when you're putting it in here, what's going to happen is you are going to find that you're going to gain weight because you're sedentary, or what they call sitting. You're not moving. You're not getting any exercise. You're not moving those legs. And what happens? You just start blowing up, blowing up, blowing up, blowing up, blowing up. I refuse to blow up anymore. I know my family's bone structure. Everybody in my family is big. Um, but I refuse to be big anymore. I don't want to be big anymore. So I am going to get down, and as I go through this weight loss journey, I will let you guys in on it. I will show you, I'll send pictures through shorts and show you what my weight was and what it is, and as I go down this journey, you guys can see. but it's not an easy journey. I mean, there's many a times when you cut the calories and you really get hungry. Ain't no other way to put it. But when you guys see me again and you see me as through this journey, you guys are going to you're going to see. Um, I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you from this point. I got camera shots of what I weighed and when I weighed and how much I weighed. And I will show you guys that I was big, you know. So, and for health reasons, and by me losing the weight, the health reasons are they're coming down. But I will be back out there, you guys. Hey, say hey. I'm gonna get back out there on the road, man. It's not so much calling me anymore because you get to a point where you already know it's calling you. But it's like when you try to do other things besides what you know, um, it is, it is, well, how would I say it? It is better. If you start out on the OTR, like I always said, you can go from OTR to local if that's what you want to do. If you have a family, bruh, just know you possibly could lose that family by being out there. If you don't have a family and it's just you can make all the money you want to make. And speaking of money, save your money. You don't have to spend every freaking paycheck. Like I said, I'm watching the wording. You don't have to spend every paycheck um, out there on everything, stopping in every truck stop. You don't have to do that. That's why half of you are broke. That's why you complaining right now. I understand the rates are down. I know. I was an owner op. I understand that. But as a company driver, you're not responsible for nothing. So all you have to do is keep your nose clean, keep your CDL clean. And again, if they give you a warning, tell them you want the ticket. Don't take the warning, take the ticket because you can fight the ticket. You can't fight a warning. And I've been saying that for years. Now I'm back now. Okay. So um, basically, like I said, just, you know, um, keep the rubber side down. You guys are sitting out here flying like a bat out of hell. I seen you. I was out there as a local. I seen you driving like a bat out of hell. I'll be back out on the road probably at the end of May. But one thing that I learned, and my mama always told me, baby, save for a rainy day because a rainy day gonna come. My brother, man, you need to save your money for a rainy day. So when I was driving local, I did. I said, well, let me see what the hell it, because sometimes we need an example to show us that, hey, you know what? Where we at on the time on this thing? Okay. Say, you know what? I'm gonna do it. And I did. Then when I left there and chilling at home for the last couple of months because I saved my money. My younger brother used to say, man, I don't spend more than $100, not even a paycheck. So figure if you get paid every 2 weeks, that's 100 plus 100. You get paid every week, still 100 and 100, $200 a month. You can survive on $200 a month if you ain't eating everything in sight. The rest of it should be saved. And I'm talking to company drivers. Owner operators, y'all already know. The money is for the business, you know. So I'm talking to you guys on the money side now. Save your money. If you save your money and just spend $200 a month, try it and see if it worked for you. See, I had to learn a lot of things. Every time I come off the road or something happen, I can sit at home and figure it out and say to myself, you know what? Let me see if this really worked. And it worked for me. When my brother and my mama told me to save my money, that's what I did. Now I can sit comfortably. How much? I'll give you a round figure. A lot of people don't like to give you figures, but I can give you a figure. You need at least an emergency savings, $10,000 to $16,000 saved back. All you do is you write yourself a budget. What are your monthly expenses? Some of y'all got some expenses you just ain't no help for you. Sorry. Ain't no help for you.